Hi everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new, I'm so happy you clicked on this video and I'm so happy to have you. Kindly like this video, share it and subscribe too. And to take a short moment to actually celebrate every one of my subscribers. I'm so excited, I am grateful, I don't take it for granted. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking if you liked. If you ever shared, thank you for sharing. I am very grateful. Once again, I encourage you to subscribe to my vlog. I'm thanking you for 110 subscribers, and hopefully before the end of this year we reach more, perhaps 500 subscribers. You never know. So I'm so grateful, and I'm also working diligently to try and bring as much useful content that'll be beneficial to both you and I. So yes, thank you for watching my videos, thank you for learning, thank you for your comments, thank you, and please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, any inquiries or anything. So let's just get into what we want to do today. So earlier prior to now, I did I did what do I call it now, I think it's called a poll. Yeah, a poll. Yeah, I did a poll on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Telegram channel. So I'll put the link to the Telegram channel in today's video. So, and the poll was, what video do you guys want next? And I mentioned I did a React Native tutorial, portfolio website, an e-commerce website with Stripe payment, and an educational website. And out of everything, I got the highest was an educational website. So yeah, we go with the educational website. So basically, we'll be doing this website today, and I'm just going to be adding all these things. It's going to be quite exciting. It's going to be nice. We're going to have the scroll, and we're just going to have fun with it. So so basically what we'll be doing today, and I hope we're able to finish it. So let's just get started. Okay, I think I'm done now. Okay, so let me hide this. So okay, so I have my folder ready. So we're going to right click. So right click, and we're going to, I usually right click and open with code, but if you don't want to do that, just open a new window and drag and drop the folder inside. Let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to try right click, like for example, right click on new window, and like this is a bit empty window. This is an empty window. So I'm just going to come here. This is the folder where I do all the tutorial. So just no. So just drag and drop this here. So that's what I meant. I don't know. I keep explaining it because I just feel everybody. Some people might not actually have any idea how to start. So just good. So today we'll be making use of it, and where I'm working, I think I'm always used to just CRA, that's Create React App, and the person was like, Vite is quite faster, and yes, Vite is faster. So we're going to look at the getting started with Vite and see that it's actually quite faster. I did a setting on my laptop and everything just looking so huge, like. So basically, so we're going to do this simple. I'm using npm. You're using yarn, you can do, or pnp or salve yarn, but I'm just more accustomed to npm. So just so we're going to put // and what the dot and // as I keep saying is actually so that you can install it on like inside. So I'm using React, so I'll press React. I'm not using TypeScript, I'm just using JavaScript. So if you have it down, so we put run npm install. It's still the same, there's nothing really changing. It's the same way you're actually using your usual React, just it just makes it faster. While we're waiting, we can just read the short documentation of it. And Vite, this is a pronunciation here, is a beauty that aims to provide faster and linear development experience for modern web projects. So that's actually so in case you're lost on Vite. So let me also, you guys should let in you can put in the comments what you want next, what video you want next. So let's put npm run dev so we can see this on our live server. Okay, so I'm just going to right click click on this basically. So yeah, this is basically what. So they say edit app.js and save to test HMR. So you got HMR. The meaning is right here. So you come here, you see something about HMR here. What's mode replacement? So you can also read more about that. Well, I don't really know much about what HMR is. Well, yeah, you can read it up. It's good. So these are what we're working with. So I'm just going to, it said we should go to app.jsx and actually edit. So what I would do is that I'm just going to come here. Okay, I'm just going to clear everything right here. I'm going to put H1. Now put educational websites. So mine's already on auto save. So let's see how that goes. So we have that here. So let's quickly remove all this while using it. I'm going to put React here. Okay. So I don't think we're making use of this state here, so this is just gonna be fine. So let's go to app.css. I'm just gonna clear everything here. I'm just going to index.css and also clear everything. Yeah, so if you go back, we can see we're just going to have this plain website. So right click, let's start by actually installing some packages we need. And as we're installing the packages, we'll be reading through the docs to actually so you just have a short knowledge of a quick knowledge of the what the packages do. So packages basically will be things that will enable us to actually add some nice effects to our stuff. So one of the things we'll be installing will be npm react slick. Okay, so just there's npm.js, so it has like all the npm app packages. So you probably don't know how to let me duplicate this so we can also, if you don't know, probably you're lost on how to install it or like what's how to write it out. I don't, whatever you're lost in, so you can just find, so you know that it's npm I react slick. So then quickly just come here and I'm going to open my terminal and okay, I'm just open the new terminal and paste it npm. So let's go back and try to read through the docs. So this does not have so much information about it. So let's go here. So React is a carousel component built with React. It is a React port of Slick Carousel. So where we're implementing this, we'll most likely be implementing it in here. So this is where you actually make use of the carousel and all that. So that's it. With no further ado, let's do the next thing. So the next one we'll be making use of would be React Strap. So let's check what React Strap does. So npm React Strap. Okay, so if you come here again, you're going to see how React Strap is actually used. So I believe this is also the documentation of React Strap. So you're also going to see how we're going to be implementing that, like instead of Bootstrap, like React Strap. I don't know if you've ever used that before. So let's just copy this, paste it here. Next one will also be important to be remix icon. So basically I'm using remix icon for icons. Remix icon. So it's open source. It's icon, you guys. It's just icon. So let's copy this. Can copy. You can just write it out and go also search for the remix icon documentation. So remix icon docs. Okay, so you could also see it, and even if you're working with, perhaps just you're not working with maybe something has to do with installing packages, there are also CDNs that you could also use. So yeah, you have a variety of icons, so we're going to be making use of it. So we'll also make use of Slick Carousel. So you can just come here and write npm Slick. Have you copied this? So what we have, remix icon, we have React strap. Okay, we have not done okay, we've done remix icon. Okay, that's good. So slick carousel. So slick carousel. What's going to use it for carousel? Yeah. So let's copy this, and I think that's the last thing we'll be needing. Sorry. So let's place it right here, and I think we are set. So okay, okay, so okay, okay, so let's copy this too, and I might not need this actually. Okay, we might not need this. We won't probably need it. So let's done. So we have our docs ready. So if we want to go through any of these, we'll just like quickly run through it here. So I'm going to start by actually editing this Vite plus React. So let's go to our index.html. I'm going to see this Vite plus React, and let's do education now. Websites. Okay. So if we go back, we're going to see that we'll have our changes ready. So okay. So so we're set. So now let's start with making some adjustments in our folder structure. Okay, we're going to be creating some. So let's create first. So let's start by creating a pages folder. Okay, so we'll call it pages. Okay, and in our pages, I think I'll prefer this in small letter. So pages, and in our pages we'll have home.jsx. Home.jsx, yeah, home.jsx. So it's tongue twisting. So RAFCE. How did I generate this? So to make this auto stuff, kindly come to your extensions and find for ES7 React snippets. So yeah, you just find it here, and I already have mine installed. So it just makes the way you use exclamation mark, you click on tab, and everything automatically does in your HTML file is like something like that. So we have this here. So let's just put that somewhere. So I have a component folder, components. Okay, and this component will create about us folder, and that about us will have about.css and also have about us.jsx. So right here we're going to use our REFCE. So those are assets. So let's come back and let's create another folder. This time we'll call it company section. Okay, and we'll have company.jsx. There's our RFCE, and we're going to have company.css, or we could say company section.css. Okay, then in the component again, we'll create another component. We'll call it courses section. Okay, and sorry, so right there we'll have because we're making like a card, so we'll call it course card.jsx, and right here those are REFC, and also there we'll create the CSS and call it courses.css. Okay, that's good, that's okay. So another thing we'll also be creating will be a folder for footer. Okay, we'll create footer.jsx, and we'll create footer.css. So let's not forget we're creating a card, and in our courses also create another one, courses courses.jsx. So we'll do our RFC too. Okay, so let's go to let's create another component, and this component will be called get updates. And in get updates we'll have our update.css, and we'll have updates.js. Okay, so after that, to create another component, another folder like components. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I'll call it header, and an header will have header.jsx and header.css. So create another component right here. What is it? Okay, and we'll call that hero section. Don't worry, we're almost done. Let's just get, so you guys will understand how to structure your stuff. And here we have our hero section.jsx, and we'll have our hero section.css. Okay, then last but not the least, we'll have a folder called offer. Okay, and here we'll have offer.jsx, and we'll have offer.css. Okay, so I don't think I did RFC here. So RFC, did we do it here? RFCE. All right, did we do it here? Okay, RFC. Out of updates, we didn't do it in updates. So just do it for all the JSX files. Footer, wow, I didn't do this. RFC. We did it for courses. We did it for courses card. We did it for about the JS, and we did it for company shares. So what? We are almost set. So I think that should be all. Any other thing, we'll probably add it. So why did you do all this? And if you know, so if you go back to what we're actually building, you see that we have this like our hero section. This is like our hero section. So yeah, so this side we have heroes, we have the header, we have the hero section, we have the offer. This is where this is the courses we offer. We have the courses section, we have the about us section, and we have the get update section, and here's our footer. So that's the thing about React. Everything like is in components. So instead of you just having your HTML CSS file, you actually have like sections. You get that kind of thing. So, and you can just import everything. So what do I mean by import? So what we're going to do now is that we're going to go to let's take a look at our index.js. What's going on, please? Okay, please. this mouse is quite huge. Main.js, sorry. Okay, we have this ready. Okay, then let's go to our app.jsx. Okay, yeah. So in our app.js, we're going to do a little bit of changes. So we're going to import home. So you're going to see it's automatic home, and so we're going to import home. Yeah. So you might let's see if we have anything showing here. So we see home here. Okay. So because it's just a single page we're trying to do. Okay. So we're now going to go to home, and there we're going to see how we implement actually changing how we actually implement React. When I talk about that, React is more like importing components, you get. So okay, so from here we see we first have the should I split my screen? May God provide us with a bigger screen. So okay, I'm just gonna split it right now so you see what I'm talking about. Let's make use of something called fragment, and we're going to see what fragment is about. Okay, so it auto imported So let's say what is fragment in React. So like in most of my videos, see that when I'm teaching, I Google everything. So this also to imbibe in everybody the act of googling things up, also reading docs. You can't know it all. You get what I mean? So React fragment is a feature in React that allows you to return multiple elements from React components, but allowing you to group a list of children without adding extra nodes to the DOM. So to return multiple elements from a React component, you need to wrap the element in a root element. So we are returning multiple components basically. So let's just go back and let's continue with this. Okay, so we have imported that. So we import header because header is what we actually have coming first. And we see header showing below header. We saw the hero section. So here we have the hero section. And below the hero section, we saw the company section. Where it is? Okay, you're being responsive now. May you not be responsive for now. Okay, so we have the company section. So the deployed side will also be down. So just click it to understand what I'm saying. I was like, so let's just keep going. I kind of don't want to waste so much time on this, but I think I want everybody to really understand. So after we have the company section. Below the company section, we have the courses we offer. I want this to auto import. Okay. So after that, we have the courses. Okay. I want this to auto import again. So yeah. Below the courses, we have the about us. And below the about us, we have the updates. And below the updates, we have footer. So we have the header, hero section, company section, offer, courses, about us, updates, and footer. Okay, so we are set. So we're going to go into each of these elements and start styling it from up down. So let's start with header. So just hit on hold control and press and like tap on it. So this is going to automatically take you here. Okay, so let's start by importing our CSS file. So we're going to do header.css. Okay, and before I go on, so I'm going to go to my folder here, and I actually want to my goodness, I want to paste my files. Okay, so I'm going to paste the files that I want to use right now. So I'm also going to have them like in the description. Okay, sorry, this doesn't mix up somewhere. No, okay. Images. So yeah, so we have all the images loaded. So the image I'm making use of. Okay, so right now let's start with. So let's import the logo we use. So let's say import logo. Okay, from assets. Okay, assets. Okay, my goodness. Okay, so we're going to import from assets, and assets we want to access the images and logo.png. So it says, what does it say? Fail to resolve. Why are you failing to resolve? Okay, resolve to import. I don't know why this is happening. Please hold on. I know I had this issue one time. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so it's all the trick. I should have gone out. We're going out of the folder like twice. We're going out of here, then we're going out of components. So it's like dot dot slash dot dot slash. Yet. So okay, yeah, we'll be importing let's import container. If you ever use Bootstrap, you will notice something like this thing when you're importing container. So real quick, we're going to go to our index.js and we'll import. We installed some things earlier. So sorry, I mean main.jsx. I'm kind of used to using just React, not with it. So this is like my first video of doing it. So real quick, we'll import Bootstrap slash dist slash css that bootstrap dot me the css. I don't know why it's not okay. uh, I'll comment this out for now. It got to work. Okay, this should work there. Fonts, okay, the remix icon on the css still not doing. Let's just continue what we're doing. This is where we are. Okay, so we're going to go back to our JSX now. My mouse is misbehaving because okay. And we have imported this. We're making something. We're making use of use ref, and if you don't know what use ref is, let's check that out. What is use ref in React? So it's a hook that allows us to create a reference to the DOM element in a functional component. That sounds gribbish, just weird. So we're just actually going to do that. So yeah, because we're creating navbars here. Let me copy this. I was going to copy it. So we're going to come back here. So let's come here and just paste it here. So you see what I'm saying. So we're creating nav links now. So nav links. So let us create a data set for it. So instead of just creating you probably have like a JSON file. JSON just like and add created data. So we'll just do it right here. So put display home and URL will be hash. So below here we're going to come and we're going to use display to, and we're going to do courses like we're just doing the nav right now, and here we'll have URL and we'll have h. So to avoid stressing mankind, let's just copy this and paste it down one more time, and right here we'll write about. Okay, so so yeah, let's get started. We're making use of JSX. Not it's not HTML. It's like I don't know how to put it into words. Well, it's like a link between them, but it's not HTML. If you get what I'm saying, but they look alike. So our header, yeah, we're going to start by creating our header element. Okay, like how you do your normal HTML5. So we're going to give it a class name header in which we're going to be styling. No, class name header. Okay, and right below here we're going to use the container that we had imported. So container, we're going to give this, let's give it a class name of navigation and deflex, because React strap like Bootstrap, so you're making use of some of those things. Yes, What we're doing doesn't seem to be showing. Okay, let's be patient with it. So let's go to use align items center and justify content between, because we're kind of creating a navbar in which we want like spaces between them to justify content between. Okay, so just below here we're going to create a div for our logo. So we're going to give this a class name logo, and just below there we're going to put our logo by wrapping it in the h2 tag. So we can just put our image tag here, and the source will be logo that we had imported. Okay, and okay, we can see that already showing. So, and yeah, we're going to write apt. I don't think okay, you can see that here. Okay, so we're going to give it a class name of deflex align item center. I don't see why. Okay, hold on, it's going to take effect soon. And justify content between. Just quickly checked. So let's go back to our let's style it and make some sense of this code. Okay, so we already did this. So we're going to go back to our header dot. I was going to do our logo with our image, and we're going to give it a width of 40 pixels and height of 40 pixels. Okay, so we have that making a little more sense. Then our header will give it a width of 100%. This is because we want it to span throughout the whole stuff. I'm going to give it a height of 70 pixels and a line height of 70 pixels as well. Okay, so we have this taking a little bit of shape. Okay, it's not looking like this yet, and I feel like this thing is not taking effect, and I pray I don't debug it. I want to debug like this thing work. How do I check if this thing is actually working? So we were not running on this of course anything go right but you're not right, you get what I mean. But let's keep going. Um by the time we add our Navbar items, we'll have a better understanding of if this is actually working or not. So right here, we're going to have another div, and we're going to give that a class name of nav display flex align item center. The display flex is deflex and gap 5. I'm going to quickly check if this thing is working, because I just feel like it's not. It's because I'm using it. It can't be. No way, just try and blame the technology and not you. So nav menu. So here's where we make use of our use ref. Okay, so we had, what did you read about? What is the use? So we said allows directly reference DOM element in a functional component. So by the time we use it, we are going to kind of understand what that is. So let's just come back up here. I'm going to write const menu ref because use ref. Okay, and we're going to add in a toggle. So we can also do that and just create a function for that. So toggle is equals to this. So menu ref dot current, then what the current class list. Okay, and we want to toggle that to, and we're going to put active menu. So okay, So let's go back to where we were and we add nav menu. So right here we did ref, okay, is equals, we'll write menu ref, okay, and on click, like we're going to add the toggle. So we're going to say on click menu toggle. I really want to make my video. I kind of want to make them fast, you know, you get. So we have a URL because we're creating like a list, okay, and we're going to give a class name of nav underscore list, nav list, okay, and right here we're as well, we're going to map over the data that we did up there, okay. All right, so we're going to do nav links dot map. We're going to do items because we want to map over all the lists. So item, and we're targeting all the index like the position, and we're going to have our li. I smell something is wrong. What's this one? Okay, and in between our li here, we're going to have our a tag because it's a link, okay, and here we're going to have our href would be equals to the item, the URL of the item. So we're going to write item dot URL, okay, and what is good, what we want to show would be the actually be the item. So the right item dot display. So right here, so we can see something like this popping up. So we're going to go back to our list and we're going to do key, okay. The key will be each index, like each item, and the class name would be nav underscore item, okay. So we have that set for the item. So let's try and actually make this look like it makes sense. Or okay, let's just, before we put this to make sense, we'll go just right below this div here, the second div below the URL, and let's create another div um for our sign in button. It's not showing right now, but you saw that sign in button. Yeah, sign in button. So let's do that. So let's give it a class name of nav, right? Because it's kind of at our right. Okay. And we're going to give it a p tag. I'm going to give it, I don't think our bootstrap is working. We'll figure out that right now. MB0 deflex. It's not working because when you use flex, what you expect is just this sudden looseness. But we're going to sort that out now. So align, we're going to use align items center because we kind of want everything to actually be centered. They want to create a gap of 2 in between it. Okay, then just right below there, we're going to put our button. And like I said, it's going to be a sign in button. I'm going to give it a class name of btn sign in. Okay, so and we're going to have a toggle, so which is going to be responsive shape. So just below this, we're going to create another div, and since it's going to be responsive, we're just going to call it something like mobile menu. Okay, and just below here, we're going to give it create another paragraph. I'm going to give it a class name of, okay, alright, and we're going to cross check why this is not working, because I feel like I did not configure it well. So on click of it, it is a toggle menu. We won't see anything yet, but we're going to see it soon. Mini toggle rather. Okay. So nothing seems to make sense right now, but just in a bit, it's all gonna make sense. So let's go to our editor.css and let's start one or two things. And we're going to debug why this at the moment does not seem to work. Oh, let's just, so yeah, there's an issue. My fine head did not install Bootstrap. That's more Bootstrap. And if you never knew, you can actually, like, Bootstrap can be used as a CDN, and as, like, you can actually install. Okay, let's open this in a new page, so you can new tab rather, so you see what I'm talking about here. So we're going to be using the npm, so we're kind of working like React, so just make use of the packages rather, and you can also just install this, so if you're using our competitor and prefer to, package, okay, install on your Node.js Powered app. So we can just copy this and copy and just open our terminal, and we're going to paste that right there and press enter. So so that should probably make it work. So yeah, so hopefully that should do the trick. I'm still a bit confused why remix icon doesn't seem to work, because basically we have it installed here. Okay, so let's see if we're still having that error. Okay, yeah, it's taking shape. Ooh, right. It's looking like it's, so okay, we have this. So let's actually look into this. So yeah, it's looking like it's, so that was it. So in case you missed it, import this. I give you like 1 minute. You can just pause the video and also import this. So right now we don't see to have any issue. Okay, let's now go to our header.css and let's actually start styling all this. What I'm still suspicious of something. I just want to confirm all this. So we started by display flex. It's like when they say relax, you just like flex. So basically you're just making everything fall in line to display flex as per let everything relax. Also no display center. So this will happen. So let's just cross check everything. So justify content between, that's because the way this has been spaced is been spaced so that this is kind of between. So okay, so we've done justify content between, align items center, and we're going to start the navigation, and this is actually we're actually going to do navigation for this. So let me just cross check and ensure that we are not having any typographical errors. So we are not running crazy like, why is it nothing, why is it nothing, why is it nothing, why would it do, when you made a typographical error. And it can be painful after sitting and debugging for hours, and then you realize that a spelling mistake. So I kind of don't want to have that headache. It's not, especially when I am doing a tutorial video. Do you get? So okay, let's try our luck. So let's get into making this thing as beautiful as it possibly can be. So we've done the header. So let's start the nav list. We're going to give it a margin of 0. We're going to give it a padding of 0. We're going to give it a list style of none. We're going to give it display flex. And we're going to give it a column gap of 1.3 rem. Okay, next we're going to give style our nav item. I'm going to give it a font width above 500, above 500, and we're going to give it a font size of about, let's say, 1.1 rem, and I'm going to give it a color, color of black. I'm going to give it text decoration of none, and I'm going to give it a transition of about 3 seconds. Is it that it doesn't like what transition? About 0.3 seconds rather. So because we're going to add an underline, as you can see that somewhere here we have this underline stuff showing. Okay, this makes so much sense. Okay, so let's just go back and let's keep going. Then we're going to add a position relative here, and we're going to have a padding of top 0 and bottom 10 pixels. So when you see that he has like two things inside, this one, the first thing is about the vertical stuff, so top and bottom is 0, then 10 pixels is the right and left. So next we're going to do our nav item, and we're going to use after. So most time when you use after, because you're trying to say what you want to come after the content. So we're going to use position absolute. You see before. So anytime you say after or before, this thing must always be there. Just put it inside your head. That thing must always be there. So we're going to do a background color of purple. So there's something I did, and I would just like to do it again, and that was to just create a folder for my colors, because we kind of have a considered color of blue. I said blue. I like purple. Purple is my favorite color. So if you want to get me something, don't get me purple, because the purple you get me might be ugly. I like royal purple. Those purple that you look at purple and see this is purple. But some purple is send you packing. Like, what purple is this? No. So let's go. Going to go. I think still here. Okay. No, not here. Name the GSX. Yeah. So yes, still here. Here inside here, let's create a folder. We're going to call it color.css. But what this color.css, that is just basically going to contain the colors I want to use. And one of those colors I'll be using will be purple, and I'll be I already have them ready. 520160. So I'm just going to comment this out, like, why did you take it away? So 520 160, and I have another one of EC 8AFD. Okay, 8AFD. Yeah. Then OD 010. Okay. So this basically is just like is what I'm going to use for underline purple, and it's darker. And this one is just the purple for overall color, and it's lighter. And the last one is like a really deep purple. So I kind of have them itemized here. So we'll just go to our back here. I'm just going to copy that. Okay. And that's going to be my color here. So now you see where the after will take place. You might not really be seeing anything pop up yet. So we're going to have this as height of 3 pixels and width of 0, and we also give this a left of 0 and a bottom of about minus 10 pixels, and we're going to have a transition of 0.3s. Okay, then we want to now do our over effect. So we're going to have our nav item, then we'll use the studio element over. I'm going to give it a color of the lighter purple that I had mentioned here. So we're also going to copy this and not stress cells, and you can see this transition appearing. Okay, so we can see that transition. So next thing we want to probably do is add our underline. Okay, so we're going to have a nav item over after, and it's going to be width of 100%, and we can see this taking place. So the height, see, so let me try and explain some of the things. We gave it a background color of this deep, the underline you're seeing is what the after was for, and we gave it the height of the underline is 3 pixels, and we structured everything such a way that the width just spans through the old stuff, and we added this transition to mosquito is biting me kilili like then let's start our nav, right? Okay, I'm going to have a font size. Let's have a font size of about, so what we're trying to start is now the paragraph, not the italic paragraph. I'm going to have sorry, pardon me, it should be font weight. Yeah, our font weight will be 500, and I'm going to give it about a font size of 1.3 rem rather, and we're going to give it a color of the really dark purple we had mentioned. Yeah, so really purple. So yeah, okay, so yeah, so and if you search here for nav underscore, right, okay, we see that we're trying to start this sign in here. Okay, so it's looking quite ugly, but let's keep going. It's gonna show in just a bit. So this is not going to be spawn, it's going to be I. If you're a student and you have a student, you have your student email, please, I tell you to use your student email for your GitHub account. You get access to GitHub Copilot for free and GitHub Pro. So if you see some of the changes I'm making, you will still see that like it's quite automatic. It's because of GitHub Pilot. If you're not a student, you have to pay. Even if I was not a student, I'm not going to pay. Trust me. So something I realized there that seems to be missing. And what would that be? I'm tracing because I want to trace where some of these things are coming from. Okay. So in our toggle menu, what we ought to have done, this ought to be a span. So this P should be a span element. Okay, because we want it to span across, and so it should be an I element, italic. Okay, and we're going to put it in a span, so everything would kind of be on the same line. Okay, this would make more, you would think it would make more sense, but it didn't. But so let's start our mobile menu, and because this thing is not making it look nice, so we're going to, maybe I'm even the one that's talking too much in this thing. Give a font size of 1.3 rem. Give a color of about the dark one, so we already have it ready, and we're going to give a cursor pointer, so when we point we get that. Okay, then next we're going to do is that we actually want to hide it, so we see use display none, and going downward our button sign in, let's try and figure that out. So let's ensure we're using the same class. So btn sign in. Okay, so our button sign in, we're going to give it an animation. In fact, I think I'm just going to copy and paste this because some of these things I just get them online, but let's write it. So we're going to give it is, I don't need this, and 1.5 is, and we want kind of infinite, then it's going to be alternate, and we're going to use running. and shimmer. Please ask ChatGPT to explain these things to you. Um, then we'll just give you a background gradient because it's what kind of is a gradient color, and some of this color you can find them online. So we're going to use a background gradient color, and see for the styling, because what we want to do now is to basically style this. And I'm just going to copy and paste the code because some of these things can just be generated by some sites online. So that's kind of what I did to get the gradient. We sorry, I will GitHub juice just down below. So just like go down in the description and just click the GitHub juice and you see this code that I just pasted now. Sorry. So we have this looking out of place. God help us. So okay, yeah. Let's just go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we're going to um let's go back to our yeah. So what we'll do now will be we have over effect. It's gonna take shape. It's gonna take shape. It's gonna take shape, and we're going to give it an opacity of 0.8 and a transform, because you can see that it has this that when you over it's trying like it's moving. You get that moving thing. So we're going to use translate, and we're going to give a position from which it should translate, and that translates or give it translate x because translate in horizontal direction, and we're going to give 5 pixels. I want it to have like a little bit of scale of 1.5. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, okay, let's play around this. So let's do this. Okay, okay. I don't see why it's giving that exorbitant thing. So let's try this now. Give a bit of transform, rotate, because and we're going to give about -3 take, and yeah, okay, we have what we want. So we don't need this that's up here. So this is kind of what we want. So what do we do when it's active? So we're going to do the button sign in. So when it's active, when it's clicked on, we want to have like this transform. I'm going to give it a scale of about 0.95, and we also wanted to rotate about the same degree as we did minus degrees. So when you click on it, you get that active thing. So this doesn't look nice, so we're going to add our media queries to actually make everything look better and look you know like we know what we're doing. So at media query, we're going to use only okay only and screen, and I'm going to give the size of the we're going to state the size of the screen. So at max width, we're going to give 991 pixels. Okay, and down below here we're going to let's start our nav menu. Okay, this is not looking good. This is not looking good in any way. So but if we kind of expand it, it seems to look better, and we seem to have gotten this the spacing. Yes, okay, yep, I this was what I did here. So it's looking like it, Shay. What do you guys think? Yeah, at least we're getting the design, so I think that's fine. So let's just keep going. I did this like let me use this opportunity to advert. You guys should search for New Vix SU. So it's just like a tech company in which they it's like it's a building startup. So if you build technical solutions for whatever you're doing, so wrapped and learn is now like an open source project, so you guys can check it out. So we want the position to actually be fixed, and we're going to give it top of 0, left 0, left 0, width of about 100%, and height of about 100%, and I'll give it a background of black. Stress me for my mother. Then the index is kind of like the index at which you kind of want it to. So can you hold on, please? Display now. Okay, so we have kind of this showing. Okay, so now want to start our nav list. Don't mind what this thing puts. That's now I'm planning to start the nav list. So let's just remove this. So position absolute. I had some new family members comment today, and says sorry, position, I should have thought position absolute. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to give a background color of white, and we're going to give it a top of 0, right 0, no, width 250 pixels, height 100%, flex direction, we want it to be about column, want to align our items to be at the center. I want to give it a z index of about, let's give it some, and I'm going to give a padding top of about 80 pixels. So this would probably take effect, not now, yeah. So we're going to try and figure out what we're going to do about this navbar soon. Okay, so mobile menu. Okay, I need to display of block. Okay, and our nav right. Okay, so let's see what our nav right is about in case you're lost. So our nav right simply contains that's our sign in button. Okay, and this sign in button doesn't look good yet, so simply put, we're going to give display of none. So you see it's gone. So and our active menu is going to be a display block. So yeah, so what we do something about this. It's too, why is it so black, Talash? So we're going to probably work around that. So basically we're kind of done with the header section. I hope you guys like it. Let's do something about this. Okay. I kind of want the color to be transparent. Let me see if I can find something that's okay. I think I've seen a color. So let's write this together. 0 D 0010 D5. So yeah, okay, that's more transparent. So it makes more sense now. Okay, so we're basically done, and let's move over to the Euro section. Okay, so move over to the Euro section. So I'm just going to close all this aside my color because I think I'll need it. So let's close others. So we're going to move over to the Euro section now. Euro section. So let's just put that out here, and let's put that out here, and let's okay. So in our Euro section is this place where we have this e-learning anywhere in the world. So okay, we already put out this. So since we're using React Strap, we're going to be doing the same thing we did. We're going to import container. We're going to import container row and call from React Strap. Confirm to this. Oh, did I close it? Oh goodness me, I closed it. Why did I close it, you guys? Okay, I think it's still working. Yeah, we're coming from React Strap. So Strap. Yeah, it stopped. Like it closed the stuff. npm run dev. So we're just going to have that ready. So let's reload this again. Okay. So let's import our CSS euro section. I think these are spelled it as CSS. Yep. And we're going to import. So if you see here, we have the search icon. So just import it down. So I've already have the assets ready. It's a GitHub gist. You find all the files there, the files you need, and I'll attach them down below. So we're going to end up using that. So let's just start styling that. Let's just get to work. What happened? Failed to insert error section the CSS from. Okay, it shouldn't be one, it should be just this. Okay. So it's looking nice. So shall we get started? Excited. So let's actually just get into it. So we're going to call this section and we're going to give it container. We're going to do row. We're going to do column. Okay. And we're going to break this down into 2 columns because we're having, let me show you what we're doing. We're having this you guys can't see my hand, but this right here, the image of the computer is like on a column. You get columns like this, and the one on this other side is a column. So column. So so that's why we're going to have 2 columns. So I'm going to come down here and put the second column. Okay. Oh God bless me. So I'm going to format this later, but so you guys can see. And so I use something that's related to bootstrap and this thing. We're going to do LG6. So I'm going to explain the concept of LG6 and MG6. So in my when I did the 21 days of returning CSS and JavaScript, actually I stopped at CSS. I haven't gone into JavaScript. Because I was having my exams. My exams were closed and it was kind of choking. I can't, so I just had to put a break on it. But hopefully, throughout the month of September, because I'll be in school again, so I'm going to shoot all those videos if I go back to school. I'm going to be putting out the JavaScript crash course. So now let me explain LG and MD. Let me show the concept of 6. Why we use 6. So when you're working on like web development, your screen is divided into 12 rows. No matter how big the screen is divided into 12 rows. So when you use something like LG6, you're saying that you want to, in the sense that 12 divided by 6 is 2. So basically, you're putting it in 2 columns. So if perhaps I said LG3, it means I want to put whatever I want to put into 4 columns. So because 12 divided by 3 is 4. If I say LG is equals to 4, it means whatever I want to do on a large screen, I want to put it into 3 columns. So that's when you say LG is 4, because 12 divided by 4 is 3. So when I say LG is equals to 4, what I'm trying to say that what the content I want to put them into 3 rows. So that's 12 divided by 4, that's 3. So if I say LG2, it means whatever I want to do, I probably want to put into 6 rows, because 12 divided by 2 is 6. So us saying LG6 and MD6 is that at the large screen size or at the medium screen size, we want to put whatever we're doing into 2 columns. So that's 12 divided by 6, 2. Do you get class name? Yeah, of Euro content, which we're going to work on later. And right down here, we're going to have our H1, and we'll give it MB for margin bottom of 4. Nothing's taking place here. Okay, and right here we're going to use our span. Okay, and we're going to write okay, we're going to write E, because here we have e-learning anyway. So E, and we're going to give this a class name of E purple, because we're going to style it to be purple later on. So E, and right here we're going to write here, we're going to put, we're just copying what we have learning anywhere in the world. So let's put learner, let's put a line break anywhere, another line break in the world. So below our H, we're going to have a P tag, and we're going to give it a class name. No, class name of MB4. Okay, and here we're going to write the best place to learn programming with beginner friendly tutorials and examples. Okay, so just like what we have here. Okay, yeah. So looking back where we come from, we now have the search box, but something seems off, and let's see what might be off. So I'm trying to see, I'm noticing the difference between this and this. I know we're not done, but I just feel some things don't look right. Okay, we'll quickly add, should we do it now? It's not looking like it's exactly. Let's keep going. It's not anything so serious. Okay, let's do something real quick, and that's that we'll do a general styling in our index.css, because we are imported our index.css in our main.jx. So you can see it just right here. So let's go to our index.css and let's just do some general styling. So here I'm using Poppins. So let's go to Google Fonts, fonts.google, google.com. I want to use the here. Like fonts. Yeah, so we're going to search for Poppins. Poppins, sorry. Poppins, my dear, Poppins. And My favorite point is Beleza. I don't know if I got the pronunciation right, but I really love that font. Like, if you check on my website, my portfolio, that's what I use. I don't know, it's just really nice. So please, so let's select 400, and I'm gonna zero 500 and just bold, yeah, 700. So let's come here and we're just going to copy. We're going to copy this import, okay, and I'm going to copy it, and we're going to go back to our index here, and we're going to paste it right here. We'll just remove this style here. It's not needed. So okay, so so let's do a general styling, and let's try and make things right. We're going to give this a margin of 0 to remove extra spaces outside, a padding of 0, and a box sizing of border box. This is what you also do in your normal HTML CSS. So let's all our sections, let's give it a background color of FD2 FE, FD2 FDF2 FE. Yeah. So we have the section. So where you can see that we have in that up here. So another thing we'll do is that our section, our footer, we're going to give it a padding top of 70 pixels and a padding bottom of about 70 pixels too. And we can see it taking effect gradually. Then our H1, our H2, our H3, our H4, our H5, and our H6. Okay, we're going to give them a font size of about 2 rem, a line height of 50 pixels, a font family is going to be Poppins, and we're going to use, so when you see like a comma after saying, okay, if the person is not connected to internet, if the person doesn't have Poppins on the system, everybody will have sans serif on the system. So that's the way like everything has been programmed. So when you see that comma, that's what it means. So we're just going to give it a color of very dark purple, and now our dark purple was we've not used it here. Okay, 0D0010, and we're going to give it a font weight of 600. Okay, then we're going to give it a color of our paragraph color of gray, so that's 596B65. Please, I don't know this on my head. I searched it up and I have them already set. So like when I'm just like teaching, so you can see we're having it take shape. So let's give it a font size of our 1.2 rem, and let's give it a line height of about 35 pixels, and let's give it a font family of so we'll use another thing. It's called another andada another pro. Okay, so I don't have it on my system, so you won't see anything coming up now. So let's just go real quick, and I shall just copy everything at once. So let's search for andada, yeah, andada. So another pro. Just going to come here, and we're going to just copy this real quick. Select so instead I'm just going to go to here and just copy everything. So both the one for Poppins and the one for under that would be together. So let's just remove the style here and this here. Okay, and we're going to start seeing that take effect. So you can see that this stuff is looking like this now. Okay, so see, we're getting somewhere. So we're going to then add a font width of 600. Okay, then wow, yeah, no, that's too much. Sorry, for width of 400. Okay, okay, I think here. So there's a general style we're going to add to our buttons, and I don't want to add it now. So you see, because we just have one button ready, and the button is not even showing right now. So as you can see, we have this button. You see this common over kind of over effect we're having here. So we're going to have it. So when we do the first button, we're going to come back to our index of CSS and actually try to implement it. I have to check this thing because I cannot be videoing for 1 hour. I can't. God, I can't imagine my video for like 3 hours or two, and it's like your efforts are wasted, baby girl. Okay, so we seem to be getting somewhere. So let's go back to our hero section, the GXS, and so yeah, we can see that we have this search box. So that's what we're going to try and implement right now. Okay, so we want to do the search box now, and we're just going to go right below this p tag, and we're going to give it a div with the class name search. Just click on tab. So we're going to do an image, and like we already imported our search icon, so we're going to call it search icon as we did before, and search. So if you come here, it's probably going to, yeah, we can see it looking so gigantic. So down below you're going to create our input box because it's like a form, and the placeholder would be what places that we add here was what do you want to learn. So we're just going to put the same thing here. What do you want to learn? Okay, and down below we have our button, and also give it a class name of btn search. Okay, then we're going to write search courses, or we might just change the search courses. Okay, so we're going to have, so we have like that set. So we're going to style it later on, but let's do the second part now. So like I said before, we're going to have, I explained what LG is. So LG would be, because we'll give it 6 too, and our MD2 because so in medium size we also want it to be 6. So just right here we're going to give it an image source of hero img, and give it a class name. Make the width to be around 100. So nothing is shown here because perhaps I have not imported the image. So we're going to import the hero image. Okay, and so it's going to come from same place, assets, images. What's this? Images, and I need the hero image 1.png. So we have this showing up here. Okay, so let's expand the screen, and we can see that we have it in 2 rows as we had explained. So in 6 we're going to put it in 2 rows, in 4 is going to put it in 3 rows, 12 divided by 4. That's the logic. So okay, so yeah, let's just move on. So let's go styling it. And we're going to go to our hero section of CSS and let's put some beauty to this. So we started by having our hero content, right? I like to cross check to ensure that I use the close here now. I use the right spelling, hero content. So you see, let's put it like this. So hero content. So we're going to give it, but not just styling the hero content, we want to style H1 in the hero content. So we're going to give this a font width of border, a font size of 4 rem because we actually want this e-learning big, and we're going to give it a color of black. Sometimes I wish this thing can actually hear you. I said color black, but that's not what I typed. But if it could hear you, you could do that if you're listening to me now. So padding top would actually be 80 pixels. Then let's start the paragraph underneath. So we're going to give it a color of the dark purple that we had mentioned, which was 0D0010, and the E here was purple, and we gave that one a class of E purple. We're going to say E purple. We're going to give the color of our light purple. That will be DB22FB. So it's going to be a light purple. So the search, now the search here, we're going to come here, style it. So we're going to give it a width of 100%, a display flex, justify content, space between, and an item center, padding left. I'm going to give it about 10 pixels. Let's add a border radius. Why is this looking funny? Border radius of about 15 pixels. Okay, let's order, because so if you're wondering, the search that we're trying to style is just here, everything here. So and we're giving it a background color of white, and we're going to give a box shadow RGBA, and I'm going to explain how this RGBA works. A stands for alpha, so just using alpha there will mean the opacity. So let's say we give 0 black, should have done like this. Oh Jesus. So 0 black, another 0 0. So everything there is 0. So this now gives an opacity of 2.5. The outside there we give it 0 pixels. Like we want the shadow to take effect where, so 0 pixels top, 3 pixels, and 8 pixels. So this is just like the side. So like 0 pixels at the top, you can see here that at the bottom you have about 8 pixels, and at the sides about 3 pixels. So now let's start the input because it's still looking funny. So we're starting the input in the search class, and we're going to give it a border of none because it's not looking too good. Okay, so the border radius, a border radius of about 15 pixels, a background color of about, that will be white, and an outline. We're going to remove any outline that might be there, so we're going to give an outline of none. Then I guess we're going to do something like flex 1, and then we would add, we'll also say that we want the border to be none. So something for repetition, and let's give it a font size of 20 pixels and a padding left of about 1 rem and outline no. so we can see it's taking shape gradually. So now let's tell the image is looking out of proportion. So the search image, okay, we're going to give it a width of 20 pixels, a height of 20 pixels, a cursor pointer, and a background color of white. So now our btn search that we had mentioned, let's also style it. So our search button, so we're going to give it a color of white. Okay, btn search doesn't show. Yeah, btn search. Okay, give it a color of white, a text decoration of none. We'll add a border radius to it to make it look better. So we're going to have a border radius of about 15 pixels. What's this? Okay, over about 15 pixels, and a font width of about 620, a background of that's going to be purple, like what we saw. Yeah, so you can see here that it's purple. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a purple. So that's 88021. It's not from my head. I already sorted out the colors before starting. So so a border none, padding about one rem. You guys, this thing is not taking effect. Why? Okay, search. Spell search somebody. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have that taking place. So we check the font size. We have a font size of about 16 pixels, and we're going to have a width of about 40%, and we're going to have a cursor too of pointer. And let's do something. Okay, our over is not ready. What give a position relative, and we want the overflow to be hidden, and we're going to also give it another box shadow, in which I might probably explain to. It's similar to what we had done before. So in this box shadow we have 0000 and RGBA would be 143. So these things are gotten depending on the color you're looking for. Just search it out and you actually get what you want. Box shadow 248, give it about opacity of 0.5. Then what another one 0000 and RGBA of 39. That's the degree of red that should be there. Degree of red should be about 200, then 255. Then let's give opacity of 0.5. So nothing is taking effect here, but let's keep going. Okay, then while our transition, I think now we may actually see something happening. And we're going to use transition transform. Give you a 0.3 seconds is, then we want to apply the box shadow effect that we just did, and 0.3 seconds is. Okay, let's just keep going. So now we're going to go to our btn search. I want to work on our over. So our transform now, use transform translate 0 minus 6 pixels, and we're going to add our box shadow. Let's see what Copilot suggested. This is not exactly what we're planning to do, so just follow me carefully. So what 10 pixels, I already sorted this out from the internet, don't worry, so don't think it's from my head. So 10 pixels, 25 pixels, 0. Then we'll have RGBA of 143, 64, 248, and 0.5 opacity. So now minus 10 pixels plus 10 pixels, 25 pixels, 0, RGBA 39, 200, 255, and 0.5 opacity. Let's try that out. So yeah, you have that. So we see that it's similar to what we have here. Okay, so yeah, so let's keep going. Okay, so now we're going to add our keyframes, and okay, I'm thinking of something right now to see, because I can't exactly. Okay. I'm thinking of what. Let's see. This is looking like this. This is looking like this. It's not sure. I've not seen any need. Okay, you guys. So okay, let's just go on. Okay, it's looking at like right. Ooh. What else? What else? So what else do we have to do? Okay, let's see. All right. So now let's try and make this thing responsive. Okay, let's try and make it look better. We can just go. We can also just write search. Let's see how just writing search will look like. Um, let's do a search process. Okay. So, let's make it responsive. So we're going to say at media screen. So I'm going to put only here, and here we're going to put the size of our screen. We're going to say and when it's a max width of about 991 pixels, we want the hero content, and our hero content I want to give a padding of 20 pixels. Okay, and we're going to have search. We're going to give a display flex. Justify content space between, align item center, and thereafter we're going to also add a border radius and make it perhaps a bit smaller. Border radius, yeah, about 15 pixels. Okay, and thereafter we'll add a box shadow. Let's see if there's any box shadow we have done already. Okay, let's just copy this and okay, put this. Okay, might not actually need this one. Okay, so next we want to do is our search inputs. Okay, so let's make it we'll do the same thing, give a border of none, a border radius of about 15 pixels still, and a background color. What's this? What's going on? And a background color of F8. It's peachish whitish. So yeah, we have that. So we're going to put the outline to be none. So let's go back to what we're. So you can see this. That's what we kind of want to do. So give it. I don't know. I want to give a font size of about 16 pixels. Right. Then okay, we'll see what's going on here. So coming out, then we're going to style our image again. Something's looking funny. I'm trying to figure out because it's not okay. Okay. We're going to give our image to the color, so everything would look um sensible. Let's copy this and let's press here. Okay, let's keep going. The BTN search will give up a font size to of 10 pixels and a width of about 30%. So we have something like that. But this the background is still looking funny. So let's see if we change this to, if we kind of come here. See, sometimes it's just try an error. I tell you guys. Like I told you this. Okay, yeah, we have that set. So we have it looking like this already. Woo. So let's we're done with this. Let's go to the company side. And when we're in a bigger screen, it looks like this, and when a smaller screen, it looks like this. Next, we'll be moving on to company. Okay, oh beautiful. So let's go to company. Company. Okay, so I'm just probably gonna close others. Was it on? It was section I put. It's supposed to be section like ION. Yeah. So let's no. Okay. Whew. I meant to rename. So let's rename it as section ION. So start by importing our CSS file. Okay. So we're going to import. Can you just calm down? No, like company section dot CSS. So basically our section for company now wants to kind of add some of this. Okay, and so help us God. So basically what we're adding is this. Yeah, if I tell you that mosquitoes are biting me right now, I lie. Like it's so frustrating, and it wasn't like this. Like okay, so we're going to add the container as we have done in the past. This is not for React done. It is from. I need to cross check. Hope you have not been importing it from React done. It should be from React Strap. So let's get started. So basically what we're doing is adding this. So let's kind of try to make it fast as we possibly can. So adding the container, giving it a div, giving it a class name of company section. Okay, and just right here we're going to do facebook.com. I don't know why I'm putting this, but I don't think I'm just do one. I'm going to do the rest. So give the icon gradient rounded. Let's go to where we're working in, and we're going to write Facebook. Okay, right here we're going to have icon, and this is going to have a class of ri Facebook, because this is that once you go to when you go to React icons, can I show you guys? So it's not like let's go back to let me go back here. So I think we have it set. So if you come here and you perhaps you search for an icon. Okay, yes, we're searching for Facebook. Okay, is it here? So yeah, I think this is the Facebook we're using. Okay, it's the one that is filled. So just copy this, okay? Let's copy it and we'll come back here, okay, and paste it right here. So we can see that is there. So we're going to do the same thing for like down. So I'm just going to take this and expand it here. Just 3 more times. So this would be how do I hold it now? Okay. So we'll change all the Facebook here to Twitter. I'm going to show you guys how I did that. So hold on Alt, double click on Facebook, come here again, double click on Facebook, and double click on Facebook. So we'll change our last one to perhaps LinkedIn. Okay. LinkedIn. Links, okay. LinkedIn. Okay, yeah. And let's take it down one more time for Instagram. So double click on LinkedIn, click Alt, double click on LinkedIn again, double click on LinkedIn. So you can write Instagram now. Instagram. Instagram. Yeah. So that should take effect as we speak. So we have those three here. Why doesn't so now I don't know why LinkedIn is not working. So we can just go here and let's search for LinkedIn. Link LinkedIn. So we have LinkedIn here. So I'm just going to copy this. I don't know what we messed up, but so well and good. So I'm going to copy this and paste it right here. So yeah. So if you go back here, we should see LinkedIn. So we're also going to style it. Okay, it was okay. This was where we at the typo. So we're basically done here. So let's go to our section to CSS and let's give this some nice styling. Okay, so let's start with the company section as we had done before, and remove text decoration to be done. So remove all this the blue stuff. Where's it gone? Okay, let's so do company section. Then when we over it, something's up. Company section. Company. Yeah, sure wonder why is it not gone? Company section. So when you over it, it's still not gone. Company section. Section. Okay. When you over it, let's keep going. I don't see what the issue is. Okay. We'll work around that. So I'll give it a background. This is going to be a linear gradient and minus all this please go and search it online. So like all the styling, like it's not like just search for maybe over effects, those kind of things. So that's like what I did. Okay, so it's not I'm not the genius that just sat down like this is how to do an over effect. Maybe someday, but maybe not today. So so 0%. The days became like that. Okay, then we'll have this as FB F1 rather F180 FF. Okay, and we'll have this as 52%, and we'll have this as FD 88 D9, and we'll have this as 100%. There's something up. I'm trying to figure out why, but what we're doing is not taking any effect because I was still trying to hope that you guys, what do you think is wrong? I'm writing the correct now. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, it's actually showing. All right, so let's go on. So let's give a border radius of about 50%, and let's give a transition of transform is 0.3 seconds. So let's fix this now. So let's go to, I mentioned something about us doing a general styling. So let's go to our index of CSS and let's add some more styles to it. So we'll try and actually add like the over effect here. So we're going to, since we're using I, we use like this under I. So for most of our this thing we'll be using icons in quotes to kind of be I. So we'll give it a color of to be really purple, and that'll be 5. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I almost entered the ground. Like it was someone's phone that was wrong. I wasn't scared. 5201600160. And font size 2 rm, and padding is about 15 pixels. So okay, we see it taking shape. So let's remove that. So for all our 8 tags, we're just going to simply do it now and say we want a text decoration of none. So we should, this underline should go. So just tell it to go, but it's not going. I don't get why it's not going. I've done all I possibly can. It's text decoration. Where is it? Text decoration. Because I don't know what's up, but I don't want to go. I've done what I know possibly, humanly possible. So that be you guys. At least when you do text decorations, you should go right. But this one ain't doing. So yeah, it's already like this is working, but the text decoration is where the issue is. This decoration on. So for now I'm just going to move on because I'm yet to figure out what the issue is. I think I've done what I think is possible. Please hold on. I shoot in the night and someone's alarm was ringing. Okay, so where was I? Okay, I still don't know why this is still showing. But for now, I'm going to leave it and maybe later on try and debug it. And if I can't, I'm going to leave it. Assignment, take home assignment, try and debug it yourself. Okay, so we're just done with this. So let's go to offer section. So, what's going to do this? So let's close all of this. So offer. So offer.jx and offer.css. Okay, so offer.css, right? Okay. So here in our offer.css, we have this and we have this. Right where you are, I want you to think. What do you think is responsible for this? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, it's actually the column thing we spoke about. Sorry about this. It's actually the column thing we spoke about where we said LG6 MD6. That means you want it to be in 2 rows. So is that same thing we'll be implementing? Okay. So let's just get right into it. So we would import container role and column as we did earlier. So import container, yes, row and column. Okay, then right underneath we'll import offer.css, and right underneath we'll import the something called gradient image from our assets, our images, and gradients image. The name is gradients list style.png. Okay, and below that we'll also import offer image from assets, images, and offer.png. Okay, and we have assets. So yeah, we're going to do a section. No, like, why are you doing this? Okay, and we're going to do container, and we're going to do row, and like we said, we're going to make it as like 2 rows. Okay, so LG, like we said, is 6, and MD is also 6. So we can just copy this, okay, because I am a very big business. So just write down here. We're going to do a div. I'm going to give it a class name of offer. Okay, let's see. Let's use about, because that was the image I used. It was about image. So use let's just go back. Okay, and we're going to have an image. So see an offer image. Okay, and alt here will also be, we could just leave it empty and give it a class name, which you want the width to be 100%. Okay, so here give it a class name of offer content. Okay, and we'll give it h2. I'll get to say kind of courses we offer. Okay, and yeah, all right, programming guides, because okay, you can see this is where I'm taking it from. So programming guides and samples composed, then there's a line break, move to the next line in a clear and easy to grasp terminology intended for novice learners. Okay, so right there we create another div, and I'm also going to give it a class name of, want it to be display flex. I'm going to give it a gap of 5. Align item center. Okay, and here I give a div class name single offers in p tag class name offer underscore title, and here we're going to put our image. And see our image here, It's going to be our offer, sorry, our gradient image. Because if you're curious about what the image is, so let's write intuitive, highly intuitive. Okay. So if you're curious about what that is about, this is what that is about. Okay. So it's this, yeah, that's it. So we're going to also style it to look proper and to look better. So so what we're going to do now is that we're just going to this single offers div. You're just going to take it and duplicate it like about how many more times? One, two, three more times. So so that's duplicate. So hold your shift alt and your down arrow, 1 2. So that's it. So we're just going to be changing according. So here we have save time. Here we have save money, and here we have build. Okay, let's go down one more time. Build skill confidence. Okay, and we have this button explore courses. So I think is it looking like it? Then we're going to style it so that it makes more sense. Okay, so do not be afraid. So right below there, we're going to create our a element, and we're going to put explore.com just for sake. So we're going to put our button and give our class name of btn and btn offer. Okay, and just right here we'll write explore courses. So we're done. Just go to our offer.css and let's get started. So for our offer title, the image, we're going to give a width of 25 pixels and height of 25 pixels, so it makes that smaller. Yep, here you go. Then our offer title too, we'll give it a font size of 1 rem, a color of the really dark purple, it was 0D0010, and we'll give a font width of about 500. So thereafter, for our offer content, we'll give it a padding left of about 20 pixels and a button offer. So here we're going to style it. So before we style it, I want to mention something. So we're going to come back here. This was our index of CSS, and I mentioned I wanted to give a general styling, and I said we're not going to give a general styling for our button yet because we don't seemingly have a a lot of buttons. So if you notice that all the buttons here have something common, they all have like the same stuff happening around them. So instead of just having to do it over and over again, I just decided to do a general styling. So I'm just going to paste it and put the link to it in the gist there. You will see that okay. Oh wow. So it's not making sense yet, but it's going to make sense. Just wait for me. So let's go to our offer.css and let's start the button offer. Okay, so right here in the button offer, let's make something beautiful. So I think I'm also just going to paste this. It's not anything too serious because I'm trying to also be mindful of time. It's funny stuff for me. Like, okay, yes, just hold on. I want to what's going on. Why is it acting funny? What happens when you copy and paste code? See? Now listeners to do me. Okay, so let's do something. Let's go just right above here. Let's start the button because we just did for after. So let's do button btn, and we're going to give it a width of 40. So it's making more sense. We're going to give it a width of 40. A padding of about 1 rem. Okay. A border radius. Our border radius will be about 15 pixels, and our border will be none, and text decoration would be none, and position will be relative, and overflow will be hidden, and we'll give it a box shadow. This box shadow thing is long. Oh boy, have I done it? Is it already here? Let's see if there's any box shadow we can see. Okay, it's not exactly. I think we did it in our yeah, we did it before. We used it in our search. So let's just go to the hero section and let's steal the box shadow. Cause but you guys don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. So I'm just gonna steal this here. Okay, so make life easy for ourselves. What did I do? Okay, yeah. So just place it right here. So we can see that we no longer have that thing that's happening. So I think we're set. So we're ready. So we're done, and let's go to why not as part of that. Let's go to courses section now. So we can close all. So we're going to go to courses JSX. We're going to go courses the CSS and our course card that's JSX. Okay. So you can see that it's looking like it. See, I might leave this thing. I didn't just have the energy and state. But I whatever. Getting tired. We got another work to do here, so let's just keep going. Okay, so now we're at this section, and with no further ado, we'll just get right into it. Okay, so I think yes, we're going to be making use of the carousel packages that we had installed earlier. We'll be styling out the card will look like and a number of things. Okay, so I already have a data, like a JSON data, that we're going to add code here in our in our page. So before I copy and paste, it's also going to be in the, I think I should write all the things down that will be in the distance. So I mentioned that I'm going to put the button. We'll put the button in the gist. The button is already in the gist. The button codes in the gist. The this the assets also be ready, and this course data. So I'm not forgetting anything. So we import container as we have been doing. Oh my god. And we import our CSS styles courses, and we import course card from just not misbehaving. Then we're importing slider because we're going to make use of slider now from React Slick, and we're going to do this. We're going to import slick carousel slash slick dot. You can go ahead and read the docs to understand more of these things. The next we import slick carousel from slick theme .css. Next we're going to import slick carousel. Okay, so like I said, I have some already hard coded data. I don't want to forget the things that I said I'm going to put in the description. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So I said the course, the button, so the pen will not work. Course button. What other thing did I say? Course button. I'm going to put them in the description, so I'm not forgetting. Okay, assets too. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm going to go through the video again, so I will know what I said. So please don't go. I beg you. So yeah. So let me just put that now. And I'm going to paste what I just copied right now. I'm going to paste it. Why was that importing all those things? See me, see voila. This is supposed, it's not supposed to be here. So all this from, okay, just from here. It's supposed to be in courses just JSX, not. All right. What was it now? Oh, let me cross check. Course card. Okay. But you didn't give me these issues now. What do you want? So let's inspect it. And no, I said inspect, not video picture. So let's inspect. So this is how you also debug. Try and check the console. The console is going to give you fail to load course card JSX1. So the issue is coming from here. So just remove everything here. That should do the trick. So okay, yeah. So class. Okay, there's a place that we used class server. It's probably, yeah, it's at this I. You can change the class. I'm not changing. It's a warning. It's not an error. It's just a warning. I'm tired. So you guys can change it, but I just want you to understand the concept. So that's me. So okay, I said under the paste it here. So let's just go on. I already copied it, so I'm just going to paste it right here. So we have um the courses. So like ID, let me explain. So I'm just going to explain run through. So ID, for example, if position is 1, the title is Python, lesson is, see, we wrote all these things. So I just did it for like all the stuffs that will be put in through. Do you understand? So we don't have to do it. Then another thing, if you check Slick docs, you also see this thing here, the con settings. So just paste it there. So it's the settings for all this. You can read through it. It's quite easy. You're going to be able to flow. So basically the dots, yes, we want the dots. That's why dots, yes. Infinite force, the speed about 5 seconds, slides to show 3, slash to scroll 3, initial slide 0, responsive. So this one just explaining the breakpoint. So at this breakpoint you can see that it's showing 2, but when it's in a larger screen you can see that it's, why is it not showing 3? Yeah, it's showing 3. That because we already got to the end. So you guys get. So let us quickly go back here and we're going to implement it. So since we're already making use of the data, it's clear that we'll be mapping over it. So we had already, so we'll write our container and just right there we're going to have a div. Div, we're going to give it a class name, of course, and it's called content mx auto, my goodness, time has gone, flex call, justify call, max wsm, h1, first name, so let's start something, class name, text left, text to excel, font bold, and my my means top and bottom. So right here we're just to write popular courses. Okay, so you can see that taking shape. So here we're going to have the slide. I'm going to write slider. Okay, and yeah, we're going to spread the props of the settings. So the three dots is just like to spread them. So you can attribute all the properties here. So we're going to map over them, and we're going to say so right here we have courses data dot map item. So we're going to have course card, which is going to be a self-closing tag, and we're here to do the cost card, which we're going to do. And of course, we're mapping, we have to, like, each item will have a key, which is the ID. So we're getting the ID of each item. So item equals to ID, item equals to item. Okay, so we have that's it. So you can see this carousel showing. Okay, so now we actually want to style our course card. So let's go and style our course card now. And our course card is where we're going to just do the major stuff. So we're going to put the props coming from, sorry, put the props, and we're going to say we're trying to get the props that we already defined here. Our that will be our title and our lessons. Okay, so we're going to come here and we're going to say const title, sorry, const like this, then title lesson is equals to props, the items of the properties items. Okay, so we have that. So we're going to come here and we're going to give this a class name of single course item, and in here we're going to give this a class, I think class name. I'm going to ri arrow right up line. So this is for the arrow that we actually want to implement, which doesn't seem to be showing yet, but we're going to do it. Float, once the float at the end, alright, arrow. So the version is class name, does it change anything? Okay, nothing is showing yet. I'm going to confirm from here to ensure that we're doing the right thing. So arrow right up, arrow now. This is arrow right up. So I think we'll write, I'm going to copy this because this is also what I need. So let's go back here and just try and paste it. Okay, yeah, so you see it's showing. Okay, so you see all the stuff showing. Let me expand it so you guys can see. Isn't it exciting? It's actually working. So we're going to go back now and let's have a div. We're going to give it like a class name, a div with a class name of course details. Okay, and we're going to have an h3. I think it's my, yeah, we're going to have another h3 to house the title. So we'll give it a class name of course underscore title. I'm going to give a margin bottom of 4. So right there we're going to write title, and if you check we're going to see that it's actually showing. Okay, so thereafter beneath that we have our h6. Okay, and in our h6 we're going to write wrapped as you can see, yeah. Okay, so we have that. So step back. So we're going to style it and give it a class name of course platform. So when we're styling it, we're going to put it. So right before it, we'll have another div and we'll have a p tag, and that p tag we're going to give it a class name of lesson, and we're going to use the display flex, and we're going to write align items center, and gap will be 1, and MB margin bottom will be 0. And here we're going to write lesson. So you can see that is taking shape. So below that we have another p tag, and we're going to give it a class name of display flex align items center, and give a gap of 1 between each thing. So just right here we're going to write lesson. Okay, so we're going to write learn rather, pardon me, but the learn is going to be let's learn.com. Then it's going to be a link. So we have this learn here. So let's put the focus. So we have that. So let's go to our courses.css and let's do some nice styling there. So right here we're going to have course content. I'm going to do padding left will be 20 pixels. Okay, then let me show I'm writing the right way. Cross contact. Okay, so let's go real quick. So single, I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this video because if you know the time where I am now, padding. So yeah, give a padding of about 15 pixels, then border radius of about 10 pixels, box shadow of RGBA, and we have 0.24 of opacity, and after that we have 0 pixels, 3 pixels, and 8 pixels. Okay, and just quickly give it a margin of 20 pixels. Okay, so just below that we have another single course item, then we want to do an over effect over it. Okay, and we're going to have a background color of F8 D2FA. Okay, so that's just a simple purple stuff. Then we have a single course item, then the icon, then going to give a font of 3 RAM rather, don't mind copilots. Then the height here is going to be 100 pixels. Okay, so we just have that right there. So the course details is going to be a margin that's about 100 pixels, 0 pixels, 30 pixels, and now 15 pixels. So you can see that took shape. So I think we have a C more, but I think what I called it was different. Okay, so in our learn, we'll give it a class name of Simo. Okay, so I think this will make more sense. Okay, so let's come back here and actually style the Simo. So we'll give it text decoration. No, we'll give it a color that's the dark the dark purple 0D0010. We give it a font width of about 620 and a position relative. So coming down more, they want to do like you see, like we get this over, so that's same thing we want to kind of do. So let's add and after. We see after in the beginning of this project, in when we're styling the header, So it's the same thing. And position absolute, and we did position relative here because we're positioning, though we're positioning absolute, but whatever star we're giving it, we're doing it in such a way that it's actually in relative to this, like, wait, the box that it's in. Okay, so we'll give it a background color of purple. That'll be 520160. Height 3 pixels, width to be 0, left 0, bottom give about minus 10 pixels. um transition be 0.3 seconds. Okay, then we have see more, which we have an over of color, which should be 9102A9. Okay, so okay. Let's see. We gave it a position absolute. We gave the color. We added the height like we did earlier. We have the width. I'm seeing. I don't see why it's not showing. Would expect it to show, right? It's not showing. No, let me piss me off. So text separation no. Okay, so we'll do see more, then add the over, then add after. Okay, so it will be see more over after, and I'll give it a width of 100%. So yeah, that should work now. Yeah, so just right below, we'll go the course title and give it a line height of about 2 rem. Okay, and we have a btn courses of padding about 15 pixels and 50 pixels. Okay, so we have a border radius of 15 pixels too, and border none. So in case you're lost, I think the btn, the button courses is here. It's it's not yet. It's not yet. You ought to be somewhere. Yeah. So okay, okay. So let's check. Let's take a look here. Okay, we can just skip that part out. I don't think it's been added. Let's just take it out. Okay, what? Okay, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Okay. Okay, so we're done then, and we have 3 more sections to go. Ah, God, my goodness, I can do this. We can do this. Yeah. So so yeah. So we have about us to go. Yeah. So about us here looks like this. The same thing that we did earlier on. It's going to be pretty fast, and let's get it over with. I just feel like I should just copy and paste the stuff, but copy and pasting, the debugging freaks me out. Like, you don't get, like, you just, like, it's just worse because you didn't code everything from the beginning. I just so lost on what you've done. And the next thing is, like, who sent you to go and copy and paste? Like, I've experienced it. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. And you just build this thing of actually retaining what you're learning when you actually write it. Okay, so we'll start by importing our CSS file. Import about.css. Okay, and we will do import container and row, and then call. Okay, then we're going to use our about img here. So we're going to from our assets. Okay, so want to I'm trying to be as fast as I possibly can. So about us, I named it about us underscore img.png. Okay, so that said, I think we're done. Okay, so we're going to come here and we're also going to give this a call section element section, and we have our container. And like, if you already know the drill, we're having 2 columns. Okay, and like we did before, lg is equals to 6 and md is equals to 6. Oh my goodness, we're gonna try and so take this one more time. So just right here, I've not taught you guys how to format code. I'll do it in this one. So that's, so we have content. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, we're going to just write an h2 and say about us. Okay, so we're going to just come here and just copy this that we have here. Okay, and we're going to paste it down here in our p tag. I'm going to paste it here. So if you come here, we'll be seeing something like that. So just right below here, we're going to have a div with the class name. It's a div with a class name of about content. Okay, and h2 sorry, my mind is going away. Okay, yeah. So we're going to have a class of the about image. Okay, and just right here, we're going to have about image. Find it head on, find it head on, find it head on, find it head on. Okay, so we have this ready. So let's just go and see what we can start here. So we don't have much stuff, so I'm going to write about. Let's go emg. Let's give you a border top left radius of 15 pixels. So about content is padding left. I'm going to have 20 pixels. So you can see it's looking pretty decent here. Okay, so the next section we'll have now is the update section. Okay, so if you look here, our update section is looking like this, quite simple. Okay, how did everything close up? So you can just come here and put it like this, come here and put it like this, and you can remove this and this. Okay. Wow. Okay. Also, I would say that I thought like how is it possible that we're seeing um like the updates word and we're not actually seeing anything relating to it. So we import updates. No, updates. Sorry. Updates dot, come on, updates dot css. Okay, and we import the container and row and call. Okay, so we import update image from assets. Sorry. Uh, assets, images, get updates .png. So okay, we're not seeing any error, so I think we're fine. So like what we did before, we're gonna come again here and call it section, and we gave our sections to have this color purple, but we don't also want it happening. So, but we'll see what we're going to do. So we're going to give it a class name. So by the time we start studying, you see what I mean. Give a class name of updates underscore section. Okay, and just right below here, we're going to give it a container, and we're going to give it class name updates. And in my secondary school, if anybody's in my secondary watching this, like I'm in secondary school now, like when I was, like whenever a teacher was coming and maybe we were making it in class or do something bad, it might be cringe for me to say it now, but like we used to say updates, like we say updates, so everybody just scatters. Like, so once, because we had a formal slang that we used to use, but the teachers knew what it was, so we changed it to updates. So if anyone was doing anything wrong, we'll say guy updates, or also shout updates, so everybody knew what update was. So we have LG 6 too. It's like the same thing that we did before. 6, and MD will also be 6. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it right here. So let's have a class name here. We have a div with class name update content. Okay, and our first column here will have a class name of text class. Sorry, we'll have a class name of text left, and just within the update content we'll have a div class name here, text white, because we kind of, if you're looking at what based on what you did here, the text is white, and we have a padding bottom of about 4. Okay, padding bottom 4, yeah, padding bottom 4. Nothing is showing yet. Okay, let's hold on. We're not written anything yet, so we're going to write now get updates. So okay, you can see it's just it's there. So but we won't be putting like this. So let's do an h2. That will be better. I'll give the h2 like a class name of update underscore p underscore text white. So that's update paragraph. I'm sorry. I'm mixing things up. Jesus Christ, have mercy. Ooh, text title, text white, text white. Yeah, so text white. So we're going to have all this. Don't worry, I wasn't going to next line. So yeah, we'll have class name of updates underscore p, and also have text white. So like I think if you use Bootstrap before, you kind of understand some of these things. Like text white is a like Bootstrap thing. So like I advise you to read the docs of Bootstrap. I'll probably link it to docs of Bootstrap, docs of Slick, so like you actually understand like deeper into how we're doing it. So yeah, join our newsletter for the latest updates. So let's paste it right here. So just we're going to come here and just yeah, we're going to put the image. But before we put the image, let's below this div. God have mercy. Okay, this will make sense. It will be more proper. Okay, this ought to be a p tag. I think that's more proper. It's going to be a bit p tag. So just right below there, to have another div. I'm going to give that div a class name of get updates. Okay, and just here we're going to have the input, because we're kind of taking some, like telling them to subscribe. So example gmail.com. Okay, so below here we have a button of class name btn update. Okay, and we're going to write subscribe, so you can see it happening here. So you can see it. So because we already gave a general styling for the button, so that's why that just automatically does. So just right below here we're going to add our image. So we're going to give a div, and we're going to have a class name updates underscore image. Okay, and just below here we're going to have a source. We're going to say updates image. Okay, so update image, and we're going to also give you a class name of w full, w 100, meaning the width should be like the max to the fullest. So let's go to style it. So most of this button stuff on this. Okay, so we have update underscore section, background image would be URL, and we're going to we're going to put the image URL here, and it's somewhat dark, but like it's just like a very dark purple. Okay, so it's not showing yet. So the background size will be cover, and the background repeat to be no repeats. I don't have to say anything, right? Okay, this is supposed to be all this section. Sorry. Okay, let's come here and see what's going on. Update underscore section, what I put. So this will be update underscore section. Come on. Updates underscore section. Okay, yeah, we have that set. So let's keep going. I will have updates underscore content. I'm going to give a padding depth of 20 pixels. Okay, and just below we have updates underscore title, and we're going to give a font size of 2.5 rem, and we're going to have a get updates. We're going to give a width of 100%, a display flex, and we're going to specify the content space between, because if you see here were kind of like, if you open is like this, you can see there's justify content like that. So okay, let me show what I mean. So this get updates, so you can see that this is more like what it is. So um yeah, like, yeah, there's like a space between this and this, so wasn't that. And we're going to um align item center, padding left 10 pixels, border radius border radius 15 pixels, and background color be white. And we're going to give it a box shadow of 000, then 0.24, then 0 pixels, 3 pixels, 8 pixels. Okay, then there's an input here, so we want style it to look something like this. So if you guess right, we're going to move in the borders. So get updates inputs. So what we're going to have here would be border none, border radius will be 15 pixels, background color will be white, outline we know, flex will be 1. Then we'll also give it give it like a font size to make it like, can you just let me land, font size of 20 pixels, and padding left of 1 rem, and outline will be none. Okay, so so we're also going to style the button updates, but I'm not going to style it. I'm going to just paste the code, because you understand it, don't worry, it's not anything that's much of a big deal. So it's the same button. So we're done. The last place is the footer. I feel like giving this an assignment because I'm already late, and I kind of just want us to, also want us to deploy it. I want to show you guys, put you through how to deploy it. So yeah. So the last part of is footer. So our footer the JSX and footer the CSS. So that's right here. We're going to import footer.css, and then I know, calm down. So footer CSS, and if you guess right, tongue twist. If you guessed right, okay. So this is 4, and just like 2 minutes break. 4. It's like, I mean, 4 columns. So that means your LG is going to be something equals to like LG equals to 3, because in the big screen you want it to be into 4 columns. So that's like so that's just a tip for you to understand what I was trying to say earlier. So we're going to implement that in a short while. We should be done. So all these links here, they're all coded, hard coded. So I'm just going to, we have various links here. So I just hard coded that, and I'm going to put it's like a data. So from what you see here, you see courses, you see the courses, you see resources, you see blog, you see all that documents, footer, everything. I just put it here. So I'm just going to quickly, you can see the footer courses links too. You can see everything just right here. So we're just going to now kind of just do the logic. Okay, so we're going to come, and since it's a footer, it just makes sense to write footer, and footer is going to have a class name of footer. Why did you move here? Okay, and just right here we're going to write container. Okay, and I mentioned before, let's do row and go. So just right here, we're going to have how many columns now? We're going to have 4 columns. So help us God. So we're going to have 4 columns. Okay. I'm probably just going to do 1 column. I'm going to map over it and show you how it's done. Or I might do 2 columns. The remaining 2 columns, I'm going to paste the code so you just see how we go about that. So this is since we want, it's going to be LG is equals to 3, because on the large screen it's actually what, on the large screen is in 4 columns. So that's LG is equals to 3 means on the large screen wants to be in 4 columns. So MD now because to 6, because on the medium screen we want it to be in 2 columns. As we can see, yeah, this is not really a medium screen, is it? So if I, which was the medium screen now? Okay, let me try and see. Can't I get a medium screen over here? So yeah, this kind of medium. So on the medium screen is in 2 columns. So that's what we mean. So I'm going to paste it down 4 more times, or rather, so 3 more times. So let's just create a space. Yeah, and yeah. So I'll probably just do 1, then the rest I'll paste the codes. Yeah. So right here we have H4. Actually, Copilot. That's not what I meant. We have H6 rather. And this H6, we're going to write our courses here according to the first thing that we saw there. And we're going to give it a class name of text white and padding top 4. Okay. And just down here, we're going to say list. It's a list group. Okay. So we're going to say list group from, I'm putting from React Strap. Okay. Okay. And now list group, we're going to give it a class name of link underscore list. And just right here, we're going to map over everything. So we're going to write footer courses links.map. I don't know where the error is coming from, but I'm going to map over everything before I come down to look at it. Index. Then we're going to now say the list group item. List group item is probably just breaking. It's okay. It's gonna be alright. So we're going to put this. It's going to be a list group item. It's going to be a self-closing tag. Sorry, no. It's going to be not self-closing. So list group item will have a key. It's everything you're mapping always has a key. And yes, it's going to be index. And your class name is going to be border 0 ps 0 link item. So within that, we're going to have the a, and it's going to be the item dot the URL of the item. And what we're going to put here is what we want it to display, item dot display, as we have already put here. That's why I put, if you put show here, it's item dot show. If you put basket here, it's item dot basket. So because display is what we used. So that's just for the first one, and you can see that it's already showing. So I'm not going to bother doing it for the rest. I'm just going to copy and paste the remaining code. Commercial. Okay, yeah, we can see all that, and this is not, yeah, no, this, yeah. It's not obvious because it's white. So when we put the background to be black, we're going to see it. So the last part we're going to quickly do and call it a day would be this side. Okay, so just right here, we're going to have another call, and we're going to give it LG is equals to 12. And if you guess right, LG is equals to 12 because you want on a full large screen, you want it to just be one row. Okay, and okay, so let's give a class name of display flex. And what we want to put here is actually the image. So let's put the image now so you understand what I'm saying. And we're going to put footer image, which I don't think we've imported. Have we? No, we haven't. I doubt it. Have we? No, we haven't. So yeah. So we're going to import that real quick. And so import box footer image from assets, images, footer, image, jpg. So yeah, we're back. So we're going to fix that. It's looking quite gigantic. So but having done that, let's just put this item align item center. Specify content center gap to p paragraph 4 and logo. Okay, then just below here, okay, we're going to do a div. We're going to put class name follows, and you might be wondering why we're doing that. That's because kind of this is going to contain the this and places you should probably follow them. Let me should my face up so you get so that okay. Let's move on. So follows, and just below there we're going to have our p tag, and that p tag is going to have a class name. But so you guys see the effect, so as we're making it, I mentioned earlier, I should just be like, let's copy this. You might not be able to see it. Try to do something real quick. No, can you just copy this for me? So can I just, okay, I'm just going to do style. Like, this is not what we're doing, but I just want so you guys will see background. Can I do this? Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is just for the sake of while we're here before we actually go to stylist, so you see what I'm doing downstairs. That's it downstairs down. So let's say UB codes. All right, reserved. Okay, so here we're going to do give a margin bottom of 0. We're going to use display flex. I'm going to align item center. I'll give you a gap of 2. Text white. Okay, and we can see all that there. So just below that we give a div. That div also have a class name of dflex align item center, justify content center gap to links underscore socials. So yeah, we'll have a span, and we're going to do this. Okay, I think this was even done because of this was an autocorrect, but so we're going to have this on the facebook.com. I care less right now. So we already had the Facebook stuff, so we had done that before. So I'll give this about a class name of RI Facebook, and give a fill and text white. So it's white. So I'm just going to copy and paste the rest, and you guys can just don't copy and paste. Write it out. I already wrote everything. I was coding it out. So so you should write it out, okay? So the other ones, so we can, and I remove the, by the time we start styling it, you see it take shape. So let's round up, and we should be done in 10 minutes. So give it a background of black, follows, then we add a follows stuff, and we write span, okay, and we'll do a text decoration of none, and we'll do follows span, the margin left of 15 pixels, and we'll do a link list and link item, and we'll do background to be, make the background to be transparent, okay. Yep, almost looking like it. So we'll do a link list, okay, and we'll do over, and we'll give it a color of the purple. So this is like CE03FO, okay. Then link, do a link list. This is decoration on. Then give a color of gray and font width of about 500. So there you go. So we'll go on to do the links, discuss socials, right over, okay. I'll give you a color of CE, same thing we used. So we're not really saying anything now. There's something okay, nothing happened yet. So I think I add it. Huh? That's it. Let's do something about the logo, and let's give it let's increase the size a bit. Give a width of 70 pixels, height of 70 pixels, okay. I there you seem to be. So we do a media, we'll do only screen, max width 991 pixels, pardon of 20 pixels. So yeah, we're done. We did it. We did a fantastic job. We're done. We've come to the end of this video. So wait, the last thing we're going to do now is that we're going to deploy it. So first thing we're going to do is that we're actually going to go to your GitHub, okay. So we're going to create go to your GitHub, okay. So let's create a new folder, a new repository, and we're going to call it edu. I'll call mine, and that's the same Git repository. You see down, educational websites Okay, that's the educational website tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to create a repository, and okay, so you see all this ready. Let's just put it in the side. So let's come down here and open a new terminal. So write git init, git add, then full stop. Don't put readme. Sorry, git add, full stop. Okay, let's take my face up a bit. So git add, full stop. Then copy this like this here, and just paste it right here. Press enter. Come back here, copy this here, paste it right here. Press enter. Come back, copy this here, paste it right here. No. Paste it right here. Press enter. Then the last one will be this, and paste it right. Yeah, so reload the page, and you can see that you actually have what all that we did is already ready. Okay, so now how about deploying? So open a new, can open, then I use to do before React and Next. You could also use Netlify, yeah, Netlify and deploy. So create a new Vercel account. I already have this established. Then connect it with your GitHub account. So what I would then do would be, see my face that's blocking this thing. Let's see what it said here. So add new, come here. So add new project, I believe. So this is the one I just did here 1 minute ago, as you can see. So I'm going to import. So I'm going to give you educational website tutorial. That's the name of the website, and I'm going to just click on, there's nothing else here, so I'm just going to click on deploy. So it's going to be deploying till it's, they just celebrate me. Why am I not saying celebration? Yay! So we have this ready. It's ready. So we're just going to click on this to see what has happened, and yeah, we have built and we deployed this educational website. So feel free, add it to your portfolio. I leave you guys to actually debug what's wrong here, because I'm not going to do it. So you actually see that we did a very nice job. We did our best. If you scroll it, you actually see that it's quite nice. And yeah, okay. There's something wrong here. Did its assignment. So yeah, we did a fantastic job, and compared it to what we're aiming to do. So this is what we tried to, this is what we tried to clone. But funny thing was, when we were here, that's okay, there's something wrong with my browser, I remember. Yeah, so we have, it's not more doing, there's something up here, but I leave it to you guys still. But it's all fine, it's all well and good. We did a nice fantastic job. So once again, I am Ubiquit. Like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is one of the longest video I've done, oh my goodness, but I'm bringing more interesting topics your way. Okay, more interesting topics your way. I'm contemplating between an e-commerce website as the next, like we actually integrate platform, integrate payment, or I'm thinking of making portfolio website, like not like the last, but like in the way I've section did after either maybe React Native or e-commerce. So that way we're going to build a portfolio together, and most of the projects I've done, you can just put it in portfolio and or start applying already. Not, but I mean it's going to be, so you can have an impressive portfolio basically. So that's basically all. Like this video, subscribe, share, go to my blog, subscribe, comment, follow me on other social handles, and till we meet again.